which we all had, an interest in, right? I mean, this is the golden goose here. It's got to be sustainable. What can we do to make sure it is sustainable?
What's that saying? Imitation is the highest form of flattery, or something like that, the highest level of flattery. I mean, we're starting to see, there are other brokerages coming out, whatever, that are trying to duplicate this model, or they're starting to, some brokers starting to give out stock, things like that, whatever, which, I get all that. What are your thoughts on some of that? Like, I've seen it, I've been hit, I've been approached, been approached by some of these other companies and stuff, which is fine. I'm like, there's plenty of room to go around, but I'm just like, I feel like we got a 13-year head start.
Right.
One thing, and what are your thoughts on some of this?
I definitely have some thoughts about this topic for sure.
Talk about that for a little
bit. The first thing that, I had a mentor. In fact, he just joined us at eXp. I can't announce it just yet, I don't think, but this guy is one of the most brilliant guys I've ever had as a mentor.
Sure.
And he used to say, innovation is going to come from outside the industry. It's not going to be from Remax or Keller Williams or these companies that are kind of stuck in their models. And they have tried to evolve. Bless their hearts, Gary Keller's tried to figure out a way to revamp what he's got to compete with us, and he just can't. And so, the new companies that are coming up, they're all going to have stock. They're all going to have revenue share. That's the new normal. And so, there's going to be competitors. The thing that I think it makes us extremely unique, but besides the fact that, we're 85,000 agents deep and we're built around collaboration. And so there's nothing that we couldn't help somebody with, no matter what they're, where they're at in their business and what they're trying to accomplish. There's so much talent, and we all really are working together. So there's, having that, and, these other companies starting off without having that level of talent all around you. I think that's going to be difficult. And then the fact that, I think this is the most fascinating thing is that, Glenn bootstrapped this whole damn thing. And he maintains, and the agents and the employees and Glenn and ownership is it's in his hands. It's not in the hands of investors. And, I don't know how long these companies, especially going into a downturn, are going to be able to sustain, not making money and then having to raise capital on a model that's not profitable. So they're probably going to have to change their business models along the way, which it was always a fear I had too. But because it's not, Glenn was the one that made the decision. He's the one that invited us in, all the leaders in the company in, to Washington to look at what things we could do to make sure we were sustainable, which we all had, an interest in, right? I mean, this is the golden goose here. It's got to be sustainable. What can we do to make sure it is sustainable? And Glenn listened to us. Like, he actually took our advice that we all collectively had come up with that we thought was the best decision, compared to what he was originally thinking when he came into the meeting. And I thought that was fascinating, because he certainly didn't have to do that. And it's his company, so he could have changed whatever he wanted to change, but he really did listen. And that's not going to be the case for these companies. When they have to make a change, it's going to come down from the board of directors. And the leadership could be great, but at the same time, they're not really calling the shots. And so I think that's going to be a story to be told, in the future. But they're all trying to do it also on less company dollars. So that's a big concern if I was there, because if the company can't make money, it won't be the first time a company's gone under in real estate, and they have done that in the past. And in fact, most of the time, Help You Sell?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Help You Sell had, I can't remember how many franchise locations they had. It was a lot. It was in the thousands, and they went out of business in 2008 or 9, I think it was. Okay. And so in the downturn, which is similar to kind of what we're kind of feeling right now, the companies that try to operate on the least company dollar are the ones that struggle the most, and some of them don't make it. And so, there's that's got to be a concern if you're looking at, some of these other companies that are trying to pop up, is, are they going to be able to do what we've been able to do, with a huge cash balance, with no debt, owning our own technology, all of those things, are they going to be able to survive, or are they going to have to dramatically change their model? I think I would say that not all of them are going to make it, and certainly we're in a better position than all of them.
For sure.